Hey everybody, Cathryn Hartt here of Heart and Soul Studio, the unacting coach. Okay, so I'm being kind of silly. I'm sorry, I just need to be. It's part of my nature. Don't you have a lot of different parts of your personality? I need to be spiritual and silly and crazy and deep and caring and amazingly big and loud and quiet and silent. Yeah, we have all of those things. And that leads me to what we're going to work on today. Today, I want you to start using your imagination. Okay, so why do I need to teach you imagination? Yeah, I mean, like, you're maybe even an actor out there, although I have a lot of people that watch these videos that are not actors, and I love you guys too. You can use acting skills for a lot of things in life besides acting. I have a lot of students that are not actors that I work with all the time. But why would I have to teach imagination to people who claim to want to do a career of using your imagination, like performing or acting? Because when I have people that come to me in person in my classes, I'm always amazed how little they seem to value the imagination part of creativity, performing, turning your light on. And I really want to point out to you guys that you should not be putting that last. You shouldn't be looking at a script and going, oh, I'm going to say my lines like this. And, oh, I want to look good in the front of the camera. And no, you don't think those things first. Think them like that, way, way far away someplace, and don't deal with them for a very long time at all. Instead, first, you're going to set your imagination free. I'm suspecting that if you are an actor or you want to be an actor, it's because at some point you've had some magical experience where you just felt lost in it, connected to the entire universe, one with all, like you were living in a magical moment. Your imagination, when you set your whole soul free to just let things happen, to trust your instincts. So, when you're going to be doing any acting scene, and quite frankly, I think anything in your life, first, let the imagination come forward. So, by that I mean, if I'm an actor, instead of just looking at the lines, first, I would have the joy of imagining I'm really there. I would read the stage directions and start to create where I'm going, just like when you're reading a good book or you're watching a good movie and you just kind of go there. I am there. This is the fun. It's the whole fun of acting. And then I would imagine I'm this person. I would just really, without any knowledge of a tool or a skill or anything, the first thing that I would want to just turn on inside of me is that thing that instinctively happens when we play pretend, where I just am this person. I'm a fairy princess, I'm a mermaid, I am a soldier, I'm a knight. The things we do when we're kids, because we just love to do them. They're so much fun. Why isn't that the first place that you go when you're looking at that scene or that script? And I think a lot of acting problems that I have come to me would be very quickly, put to bed if I could convince you to trust your imagination more than you trust your brain trying to figure out the meaning of everything that I'm going to do. Now, I'm not saying you don't do that. Oh, no, no, no. I am a very technical actor. You come to me, I am a coach who's going to kick your butt, teaching you backstory and breaking down the scene and going in depth to find out what I feel like and all that. But if you aren't using your imagination to go to these places, if you're not using your imagination to do your backstory and live and breathe the life I am writing down on paper, I would rather that you breathe it and daydream it into your soul instead of just writing a backstory down. It's yours. You have to make it yours. You have to step into it. And I want you, the first thing you do before you start to do a scene is to see the world world around you is to see something else that's not really there. My little fantasy world. If you can go there, if you can step into this person's skin, if you can start to feel, breathe like them, think like them, talk like them, move like them. If you become someone else because you're letting your imagination take you so many places with your technique that you've been working really hard already there, it's going to be magical. So I always describe technique sort of like if you're learning how to play basketball. If you go play basketball and you don't know any technique or the rules of the game or anything, you're pretty much going to stink and everyone's going to be just tripping over you. But if you go and practice, making the baskets and dribbling, and you learn some skills of passing between people and a couple little tricks you're going to do with each other, you learn you don't go outside of those little lines, and you can't do certain things so that you don't get kicked out of the game or lose points because you're doing something wrong. First you study that and train it and do it and do it and do it and do it till it becomes instinctive. So now you can just go play basketball and just have fun just playing basketball. But all the technique is there. Same thing with acting. You learn the technique so you can throw it away and just exist and use your imagination to thrive. Okay, I have a quick little exercise that's kind of fun that might help you to turn on your imagination, because some of you are probably saying, I want to use my imagination. I thought I was using my imagination, but now that you're kind of talking about it, I kind of think as soon as I get the script, I do start thinking, how do I say this line? Oh, and how many lines do I have, by the way? You don't want to go there. So let me help you to get your imagination jump started. First of all, I would suggest taking some improv classes, even if you don't want to be a professional improviser. Go and just, keep taking those because they get you in that little zone. And it's so much fun. It'll make you want to go back there again. All right, so here's a little thing that you can do for yourself. You can either do this alone or you can do it with a friend. I think it's fun to do it with a friend so you guys can play off of each other. But if you're doing it alone, we would sort of call it a rant in improv lingo. I want you to pick something that you really love. And let's say our first exercise is going to be, you're going to be describing a food that you love to eat to a friend of yours. And here is where the imagination comes in. I want you to use your body in every way you can. And that includes ways that may not be acceptable or seem normal. Raw. Do all sorts of weird stuff. This is not a finished product, guys. So much of what we do in acting classes is not supposed to be performance. It is to set you free to start using all of the tools that you have. Just see, my imagination maybe isn't connected to all of my tools I have. My imagination is just restricted to how do I say the lines, and I want my imagination to blossom and branch out to be a huge conglomerate that it's connected to everything. My body. So you're going to do something weird with your body explaining it. You're going to do something weird with your voice explaining it. You're going to even make sounds. Little weird sounds and stuff. Play, try them. Do it alone in your bedroom in front of a mirror. No one will see you be stupid except you. All right? And that's the best way to actually be when you're performing anyway, just like you're alone in your bedroom. And I want you to use your imagination of the way you describe this, using words and terms that may not even go together. Just start out throwing everything out that you possibly can and then seeing how you can make it, be part of this food. And use everything, your face, every single part of you. I want you to stretch and play with. So let's say I'm describing a food to you. And I want you to love this food. It is so good. Do you smell it? Kind of the beast in you. And it makes you become something never were before. Except when you see it. Lighting up your whole mouth and turning into warm chocolate that melts all the way down your throat into your little tummy, tum. So it turns it into kind of like a little drum, like a tummy drum. Alright, so no more tummy drums. Okay, I'm tired of the tummy drums already. This is just stupid. tell you what it is that I'm thinking about. Alright, it's so stupid, I don't even know if anybody will like this food but me, and I'm probably an idiot. But it still tastes really good. So, I mean, just let it go wherever it wants to go. See, I don't care if I act like an idiot. And I'm telling you, some of the best things you'll ever find as a performer is when you stop worrying about if you look stupid or embarrassing to anyone else. If you look stupid or embarrassing to someone else and you're willing to have the courage to do that, we call it performing. Okay? But so try that little exercise and just do the weirdest stuff that you can possibly do. Don't even make sense of it, and see how it all starts to flow and come together and change into something else. And just have fun. Do it with a friend too. That is really, really fun to do with a friend. Anyway, so go forth, start partying with your imagination. Lord knows, mine has partied a little too many times, but anyway, and I don't even do drugs or drink or anything. I just have a weird imagination. It's really cool. You know, you can have a party in your own mind. So go off, have a lot of fun, and remember, never, never,